So this is the trail we came down to get here. And as we arrive, the first thing we come upon is our privy, which is, of course, the restroom. And this one at Bearfence is actually quite deluxe. So it's a lovely little building, like a little outhouse building. And this one here, whew, so fancy. I can get it open. Ugh. Actually is fairly clean and has lime and sawdust and toilet paper. Amazing. It's quite nice. Very nice. Deluxe. None of the ones we've had so far have had toilet paper. And the lime really helps a lot with the fragrance that is only found in a bivvy or in a privy. So here we go, and then from the privy we're gonna walk down. The privy's of course not right next to the shelter, that would be disgusting. So we're gonna walk down the trail here towards the hut or shelter. And it is a building where through hikers and long distance hikers will sleep. Great if it's raining. I have chosen not to sleep in one at all so far this trip, primarily because the mice in them are so bad, and I brought my bivvy and prefer to camp out. Plus it can get really crowded in these, and so you want to ride away to through hikers, but also if it gets really crowded, it's just you're sleeping with a whole bunch of strangers, and it's, I don't know, it's weird. So this is the shelter. Let me turn this way. This is the shelter slash hut. They all kind of look like this. Three-sided building, picnic table. Some have a fire pit. This one does. We're excited about building a fire tonight. And as you come into them, it's basically just hardwood surface here, and then upper level hardwood surface, and people just lay out their bags and sleep all over inside this thing. Now, as I said, mice, big problem. No, not a single shelter or hut we've encountered has not had a whole bunch of mice inside. And at this particular one, I'm also hearing and seeing hornets. So yeah, I'm pretty excited not to sleep inside this one. We will, however, come down here and make our food and eat, because we want to keep the food here. We don't want the food anywhere near where we're sleeping. This shelter has what's called a bear box right there. And that's really nice, because you put all of your food, cooking materials, and toiletries in there, and it locks up tight, so hopefully deters the bears. And this is a bear pole. You can also hang food in the bear pole, which is supposed to keep the bears away. But the bears in this area are so smart now that they teach their cubs how to climb that pole and get the food. Thus, the bear box. So because we choose not to sleep in the hut slash shelter, we will try to find someplace really close by to pitch our tents. And some of them have designated camping sites, some don't. This particular one does, and they're actually quite lovely. They're up this little path here, so let's go. I'll show you my living quarters for the evening. So we're going to walk up this lovely path. It's quite tranquil. And as we go, there'll be a few designated camping sites. My dear, dear, wonderful friends, Downhill and your Pace Car, are sharing a tent, and so they'll take one site, and I will take the one next to them. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? So we're going to walk up this hill here, and we're near the hut, but not too near the hut, which is kind of nice. So there's a site that we're not using. I'll keep coming this way. Hopefully I don't trip and fall. That would be a bad thing to look where I'm going. Up and around. And there are Downhill and Pace Car setting up their tent. Wave, ladies.
Hey!
There they are.
Blow up our air mattress, getting high.
Getting high, blowing up their air mattresses. This is so very true. So they're going to sleep right here.
On a hill.
On the hill with a lovely flattened surface that's covered in hard rock. So that's super lovely.
The Hard Rock Cafe.
This is the Hard Rock Cafe. Absolutely. We're just living it up. And then we go a little further this way, over here, and this is me.
We paid for the mountain view.
Yeah, we paid extra for the mountain view. True. So this is, you know, my view. This is what I get to sleep in tonight. There it is. Beautiful. So here's my bedroom, my bivvy, my one-man little shelter. I love the little screen there because I can lay in there or sit up in there and look straight up at the trees and the sky. I haven't needed to close it at all except for one night when I thought it would rain, but for the most part I just leave that open and it's just delightful. This is my shoe rack. And then there's my sofa. Fantastic. My pack and my water bottle, and there you go. So I'll climb in there tonight with my headlamp and my journal, book, phone, music, headphones, and enjoy the beauty of my surroundings. Let me show you how you get water at a shelter. So you'll take your little water bottle, and we'll go back down where we were. Most shelters, huts, facilities have a water source, a spring, and so you go and you collect your water out of the spring water source. The ones we've had thus far have been flowing water, either coming water cascading over a rock, or in one case the water flowed right out of a pipe and it was nice and clear and clean. There's no guarantee of that, of course. This particular spring is a little more dried up, so the water is not flowing a whole lot. So I will have to take a little extra precaution on my filtration. Make sure I don't collect any sediment or, you know, floaty, icky things. But go back down the hill by the hut here. So there's the hut. There's the fireplace. Go over here. There's the bear box. And we will walk down and you will see where I will get my water that I need to use for drinking this afternoon and evening, cooking my dinner with, and then loading my water bottles up for the hike tomorrow, which is about 10 miles. So there is my water source. There it is, my kitchen, my sink, kitchen, all of that. As you see, the water's not moving a whole lot, which is not necessarily a great thing. I'm a little, frankly, nervous about that, but, you know, hey, we will do the best we can. Downhill has a pump filter, and I have my purification tablets. I think if I do both, maybe even boil, well, I'll boil the water I cook with tonight, but anyway, there's my little spring with my water source. And it's absolutely beautiful here. So there you go. The Appalachian Trail. It's what we do in the evening. Peace out.